Alright guys, sorry I didn't get to this last night, but it was a little late when I got home. By the time I got ready for bed and all that, I was just too tired to do it. So, I was supposed to have an appointment today, but it got rescheduled. So let's get into it. WrestleMania Night 2 last night. Didn't have one of my better nights as far as my predictions go. I went 2-5. Went 5-2 in the first night. Just reversed that role last night. So, for the whole show for 2 nights, 14 matches. Went 7-7. Was even. So, that's not good, but it's not bad either, I guess. Let's get into the matches last night. Let's start with the 3 singles matches. We'll just kick it off with the open challenge, which was Randy Orton. I was going to pick Randy in this match, but obviously I figured I was going on the hopes it'd be Rusev or Aleister Black or Malachi, whatever. But it wasn't. It was Joe Hendry, which I wasn't very mad about. I mean, I would have liked to see an NXT call-up, but it is what it is. I'm going to give... It wasn't a good match, but it was an entertaining match with Orton getting the RKO eventually and hitting another one after the match. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. But, so yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for this match. Moving on to our next solo match, which was, I'm going to go with AJ Styles and Logan Paul. I thought it was a good match. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. The crowd wasn't into it, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. I thought it could be a little better with Karrion Kross coming out, trying to interject, and AJ Styles hitting him. Maybe AJ Styles should have took it as advice, but I don't know where to go with AJ Styles from here. Maybe a heel turn. Third single match on the card is a match that had no reason to be as good as it was, which was a Sin City Street Fight, which was Damian. So 4 out of 5 stars for AJ and Logan, if I didn't say it. Logan has done a great job. You know, even though I don't like him, he's a good athlete and a good wrestler, and he still tells a story every time, and he has good matches every time. So 4 out of 5. So now moving on to the last of our singles matches with no title involved for night 2 of WrestleMania. We got the Sin City Street Fight between Damian Priest and Drew. I think this match was everything it was supposed to be. You know, hard hitting, brutal, weapons involved, chairs, you know, tables, all that good stuff. This match, 4 out of 5 for me. 4 out of 5. Great match. I don't think this feud is over. I think we could get another couple matches with these two. But good job to both Damian and Drew for a 4 out of 5 star match here. Look forward to see what they do here with this feud in the future. Moving on to our title matches. We're going to start with the women's tag team titles. As we all saw Saturday, Bayley got attacked. Obviously, she wasn't really hurt. This was so we could get our return of one of my favorites. Becky Lynch would be the surprise that came back to team with... came up to team with Byra. I did pick Raquel and Liv to win this, but I did this before Bayley had gotten injured, before I knew Becky was going to be coming back here. When I knew she was in Vegas with Seth at Hall of Fame, I figured that she would be used and she would make a return. I just didn't figure it would be for this match, but when Bayley got attacked, and that was on Saturday, I then knew it was going to be Becky. I should have changed my pick, but I didn't. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Thought it was good. I'll give it 4 out of 5 just because of Becky's return. New women's tag team champions. I don't know where Liv and Raquel go, but this was a decent match. It was only about an 8-minute match, but still served its purpose. Told the story that it was supposed to tell. So kudos to them women. Yeah, so 4 out of 5 here. Moving on to our Intercontinental Championship match. 4-way between Braun Breaker, the champion, Penta, Dominic, and Finn. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. I thought this was a very good match. I think it was a very good fatal 4-way match. All the athletes did their thing in this one, with ultimately Dominic picking up the win. I liked the way he picked up after Finn had gave Braun the coup de grace. He jumped. Dominic was like kind of out on the top rope, jumped and splashed Finn and pinned Finn. Interest to see where the story goes, but still 4 out of 5 because these athletes, these four, Penta, Braun, and Penta, Braun, Dominic, and Finn did their thing. I think Dominic winning was the right choice here. That man is very over, as you've seen. The Chicago was doing something, but I never seen him do, and cheered the crap out of that man last night. So congrats to Dominic on the win there. That's why, I know a lot of people wouldn't probably give it a 4, but I am. It's just my opinions. And then I hope they turn down. I think they should turn Dominic face, but great job, Dominic. You're doing a wonderful job with your character. Keep it up. I know, that's part of the storyline, but that man deserves every bit of success he's getting right now. He's growing on me. I'm starting to like him, but nice 4-star match there with Dominic being Intercontinental Champion. I think he does deserve a long, dominant run now. So, with that being said, let's move on to, after that 4-star match with Dominic in the Fatal 4-Way there, with Dominic, Penta, Braun, and Finn, let's move on to the Women's Championship match, which kicked off the show. Which was Io, Rhea, and Bianca. Bianca and Rhea had great entrances. Rhea stunned. Bianca doing what she does best with Wrestlemania, having phenomenal, awesome entrances. With her stepdaughter being one of the people out there for her entrance. Rhea's entrance with the little helmet thing on her head blew the roof off of Allegiant Stadium. The match itself, great match. Great match. Io sold every move perfectly that was hit on her. These women went back and forth for I don't know how long the match was, but I mean, it was a non-stop action in this match, with ultimately Io retaining, which was the right move. I was hoping for I picked Bianca, but I was hoping for either Io or Rhea to win. With the way it ended was perfect because you had Bianca hitting the KOD on Rhea, and then Io, who was basically had the crap beat out of her, had hit her head on the pole on the top of the turnbuckle, jumping out, doing her finishing maneuver out of nowhere onto Bianca, and then pinning Bianca. So, wonderful job done by these women. Match of the night, not even close. Now we move it. So, yeah, 5-star easily. Maybe match of the year candidate for this year so far. Now we move on to the championship match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. We all knew there was no way Cody's walking out with the title. I personally thought his title run has been very stale since he's won it. John turning heel was the right move to do here. Was this a great match? No. Was it a bad match? No. Was it worthy of the main event? No. But I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 just because it wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was just okay for me. With John beating up Cody for, John Cena beat up on Cody for a while, and then Cody beat up on John for a while. I guess the only thing I was really disappointed was the only run-in we got was Travis Hunter. Just thought that wasn't that great. I mean, but it served its purpose. He distracted Cody enough for John to pick up the win, I guess. So congratulations, John, on 17 championships, breaking the tie with Ric Flair. So congratulations to John there. 17-time champion. For the match itself, I just thought it was okay. Wasn't nothing spectacular. Wanted more run-ins, but I get why they don't do it, because if you keep doing run-ins on Cody's matches every PLE, then people are going to expect it. To these people whining and crying about it, the only reason they're getting mad is because their hero lost. I get it. You're mad. Cody lost. But, yeah, it doesn't mean somebody's a bad booker. But with that match, 3.5 out of 5. There you have it, guys. For the whole PLE, for 2 nights of WrestleMania, I went 7-7 with the 7 total matches that were on NXT. 5 on the main card, or 6 on the main card, 1 on the pre-kickoff show. I went 12-9 overall, but we'll talk about that in another video. But y'all, hope you enjoy WrestleMania. Talk to y'all later.